All right, good day again. Welcome back to the Military Guna. Now, if you first you're seeing this channel, first you're joining us, please like, subscribe, and share the content because this is all about football, all about Arsenal. Anyways, now this is the raw reaction. We just saw Arsenal a scrappy win against Vienna Sausage, but Rapid Vienna. And it was a very good game, I would say in some sense, but half of it I was behind my coach hiding, that coach here. I was behind hiding because I was so scared we were going to lose this match, and I could tell you, maybe I couldn't even go back outside again. But anyways, it was a good game, lots of talking points, and we see our big man, our big signing stepping out again, Thomas Partey, for the first time getting his first start in the Europa League. It's a massive step down because he's used to playing Champions League. But at the end of the day, I've just seen it on the Arsenal website. He got the Man of the Match award, and I'm grateful for that because he had an outstanding performance. But apart from that, I also identified someone else who had a great performance, and that would be Gabriel. He had a very good game. Magalhaes. But anyways, so I predicted a 4-2-3-1 starting lineup, but it went way against that. The starting lineup was actually 4-3-3, and where we see Kolasinac starting on the left, Gabriel starting on the left centre back position, Kolasinac left back, Gabriel left centre back, David Luiz right centre back, and Cedric Soares right back. Now in pivot, you see Thomas Partey roaming in that area, doing destructive work, also progressing the ball as well, in which we know we're short of. And in front of him you have two, which would be Bukayo Saka and Mohamed Elneny. But quite often you see Mohamed Elneny and Thomas Partey interchanging. One go, one step back, one fill back in the gap. But it was fun to watch, fun to see that. But anyways, up front, the front view was Nketiah on the left, Lacazette up front, and Nicolas Pepe on the right. Alright, so straightforward analysis. It wasn't an entertaining game in that regards, but it was good on Arsenal fans because we get to see Arsenal with a more attacking intent besides the defensive aspect. You know, we're playing a bit pragmatic these days. But for this game, we saw a bit more attacking intent, and you could realize, you could definitely see that. In here is hot. I don't know why I'm sweating, but you could definitely see where we're going towards in this sense. Now, the game finished 1-2, one goal in favor of Rapid Vienna, and both goals in favor of Arsenal. Now, it was a very hard game to dissect because we were creating chances. We had them on the back foot, but we didn't capitalize on the chance that we were creating at that particular time. Now, what happened is that we play a system in which we play from the back, and eventually, at some point in time, it will hurt us, and it actually did today. Now, it was our own Achilles that affected us and cost us a goal, and eventually, and unfortunately, it was the same person in my preview that I viewed as a danger threat from their team, who was actually the more likely one to score, who actually was the one who scored. That would be fantastic. But as I said, we created our own problems. All issues that happened to us, all the problems that we face, we're the one who actually created it ourselves. So it was our self-inflicted injuries. But we stand firm, defend well, and we played very expansively whilst we're attacking, and I can say we play a very good game attacking wise because we haven't seen that much since of recently, and we're very much hoping that this would go forward into even the Leicester City match, then next week Europa League match again, also the Manchester United game, because we can't sit back playing against these teams. Now, my player ratings, I've just wrote down my player ratings and I'm just going to go through it. So starting with Leno in the goal, Leno, I gave him a 6 because for this game it was very, very shaky. I'm not sure what the problem is, but he didn't have an excellent game. He had a very poor game, to be honest. Sometimes playing out from the back, he look a bit nervous. I'm on the edge of the seat. Each time I realize that the ball is going back to Leno, I'll just jump behind the couch, that couch again, just jump behind it, hide, and when it's out safe and I hear what the commentator is saying, I'll get back and finish watching the game. But anyways, I give Leno a 6. Kolasinac, I give Kolasinac a 5. Too many back passes. He's not trying to advance with the ball. He's not trying to take on his man, beat his man and trying to get a square. I doubt he whipped across even 2 squares, 2 crosses in the entire game, and that is very, very poor. So 5 for Kolasinac, and for Gabriel, which was to his right, left centre back, I would give him a 8 out of 10. A very strong performance, dominant as well in the air, on the ground, tackle, interception, very, very high pass accuracy. So I give Gabriel an 8. To the right, David Luiz, I gave him the same, an 8. Even though he scored a goal, but he wasn't that defensively sound or solid like as per Gabriel. But for the goal, I give him that extra point, that bonus point to bring him to 8. To the right back now, Cedric Soares, very flat. He had more attacking intent than Kolasinac, but he was quite flat. When he take on his man, when he tries to beat his man, majority of the time he would lose out on the battle. So I give Cedric a 6, just a little bit better than Kolasinac. Moving to midfield, where you find the man of the match, Thomas Partey. He was holding the pivot, where you see doing the defensive work, picking the ball up off the defenders, driving with it forward and trying to create something, even though that's not his role, but he plays dual role, and we all know he's introvert like that. He can do both defend and attack, and he had a very outstanding performance for his first start for the Arsenal. I'll give him a 9. In front of him you have 2, Bukayo Saka, Mohamed Elneny. Elneny dropped in quite often to fill the gap when Thomas Partey stepped forward. Elneny is quite clean, very clean on the ball, simple passes, keep it moving, turnovers, keep it moving again, and retain possession. I'll give Elneny a 7. Bukayo Saka, another threat on the ball, very, very dangerous whilst he have the ball. Each time he got the ball, you can see the attacking intent, you can see the danger, you can sense it. I give Saka an 8. Moving up front, Eddie Nketiah on the left. We didn't get much from him, that's not his preferred position, and he didn't have much of a good game. So I give Eddie Nketiah a 6. Lacazette, just the same, not much from him. I doubt he even got off 2 good shots on target. So I give Lacazette a 6 and move to the right. Nicolas Pepe, he had a little bit better game than both other attackers. I give Nicolas Pepe a 7 because each time he has the ball, you can see him driving forward, trying to beat his man, trying to make something happen. So I would understand the Pepe and give him a 7. Now for the substitution, the two most notable substitutions were Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Hector Bellerin, in which they were the one who really put a bit of punch in the game and started to create something. And as I was saying, Cedric wasn't trying to drive in forward enough. So the moment Hector Bellerin filling the gap as a substitution, you could sense him going forward, being a bit more potent. That's where the first goal came about, where Nicolas Pepe got a free kick, a beautiful square whipped in ball, and David Luiz headed home. Then now, on the second goal in the latter stage of the game, Hector Bellerin make another break. Mohamed Elneny made a beautiful pass through the channel, open the defense, and played in Hector Bellerin, in which he played the ball across the goal for about 6 yards, where Aubameyang gets it tapped in, and that's it. That's the winner for the game. And so I give Aubameyang a 7 for coming off the bench and bringing an impact. I give Hector Bellerin a 7 as well for the impact off the bench. But that's it for my raw reaction and preview and player ratings. You can look out for my next video, in which it'll be Leicester City versus Arsenal, where I give you the preview, starting lineup, predicted starting lineup, and score predictions. But for now, I am out again, and I would say please like, share, subscribe the content, enjoy the content, and let people know of the content, because I'm just getting into this YouTube thing, and I found out about the YouTube algorithm, and I want to beat it. So please subscribe. If you see this video, share, and subscribe to the channel.